as EA is doing his LA Fitness jump shot. I still don't know what that is. Is that a pass or what?
It's both.
It's both? Okay.
Both. It's a shot, it's a pass, and something.
Oh, God. This looks terrible on camera when you see the playback of you doing that.
It's okay.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Listen, NBA playoffs we're on our way to the NBA Finals at this point.
Yes, that's generally how it goes.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're here now. We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Well,
we're here.
We
waiting on tonight.
Let's just wait on the East.
Now I'm understanding tonight. Trae Young and of course Giannis didn't play tonight.
Yes, they're up. So it's Atlanta by 10. I said.
Right now?
No, I predicted Atlanta by 10 then.
Okay.
Because Atlanta's bench can carry them.
Yeah.
Is he right?
No, he's not close.
Oh, you're not even close. You're not even in the ballpark.
What, Milwaukee by 10?
Milwaukee right now currently up 82-69.
Okay, so Trae Young's gonna play next game.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. Okay. Well,
we thought we could sit him out and get this thing wrapped up.
I thought so too. I thought
that
we can't. I guess not. So you need the two. Is Chris Middleton going off or something like that? Is that why?
We could look real quick, but I gotta ask y'all questions. And so being Mavericks journalists is also being Mavericks fans.
Not his,
do you feel a way about Atlanta being this good? Because a lot of Mavs fans are hoping that Atlanta eventually
loses.
Well, it's like I told them last week. I personally had to apologize to Trae Young last year at the AAC. Him, his mother, and his father.
I remember this
because I doubted he could even get his shot up in the NBA. Told him, I apologize. He was like, "What for?" And I was like, "Man, I just didn't think you can get your jump shot off." He was like, "Nah, man, it's cool, man. But now going forward. So next time, don't doubt me." I was like, "Hey, brother, got nothing but respect for that. We cool."
I give Walt credit. Walt is the only person I know that would do that because most people would try to hide the fact that they made fun of a player. I was there to see this. Rayford Young, he walks up to Rayford Young and just apologizes. Ray is like, and Ray is probably thinking, "Oh, okay." And then Walt gave him the reason. So, and by the way, Brook Lopez. Right now,
it's Brook Lopez, a 7-footer.
The Brook Lopez game, we all thought it was gonna happen. Guys, I don't want Atlanta to win because it looks bad, but
excuse me. Can you explain why it looks bad?
It just because everybody just brings up the whole Trae Young, Luka Doncic, and of course DeAndre Ayton's already in the NBA Finals. So if Atlanta goes, it's going to be like, oh, Luka, is the worst thing ever.
So this is about Luka for you, huh?
Well, of course.
So we're caping for Luka.
Yeah.
Of course. Well,
I'm glad you're here to see this. You get a fine example of what I go through.
That's our guy, and we would have done the same thing. We do it for Dirk. We go cape for our guys.
I'm sorry, me and Hendo, we're NBA fans. We don't just cape for one guy like that.
No, but I'm going to say this. It doesn't really matter. Trae Young deserves it. He's playing lights out. What that Atlanta team is doing is a great storyline.
But you don't want it to win because you don't want it to overshadow what Luka does here.
I'm a petty person, so it's okay.
Woo, Cat, can we clip that or something? For you to say that.
I'm okay with being a petty person.
Okay, well, listen, ain't nothing wrong with being petty. We got Queen Petty here works at the studio, man. We need to give it to you now.
I know.
Princess Petty or something.
No.
King Petty. Prince Petty.
King Petty. Right?
Okay, King Petty. You really ought to be ashamed of yourself for giving yourself that nickname.
No, but the point being is that Mavericks fans who are the main reason why Mavericks fans are the whole Trae Young thing is because what at least me personally, what I saw on that thing is that when he came out, he did it on his own. He came out and said, "Oh, well, I'm gonna have a better career than Luka Doncic," and it didn't seem necessary. Luka didn't come out and say anything about Trae Young, and I think that's why a lot of Mavericks fans were just like, "That's where the whole
don't
thing."
distance yourself.
Yeah, I know, I was too. I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so that's where that fake hate came. Like, "Oh, okay, Trae, it just made like an enemy out of you."
You got a lot of fake hate.
Yeah, but Luka did sort of the same thing to like NBA fans when he said that it's gonna be easy to play in the NBA. Imagine.
Julie says
but
he's on the petty squad.
Huh?
Yeah, she welcomes you to the petty squad.
Thank you, Julie. No, but there's a difference when he calls out a specific player because of a certain trade.
Yeah.
He called a specific player and say, "Hey, I don't like I'm gonna like." It was not necessary, and Luka didn't say anything to Trae. Now, By the way, Trae and Luka are cool. We've seen play. Yeah. So it's not like there's a real thing. It's a fun hate thing. It's not like people actually really hate Trae Young. And
they do.
I think Mavs fans hate.
Yeah, they do. Y'all do.
Well, then they're stupid because why would you hate?
Stop dissing yourself from Mavs fans.
Same way that Mavs fans used to hate Kevin Garnett.
Okay, well that was welcome. You can't be talking about Dirk on the what's the name podcast. I got a problem with that. He talking about Dirk on the what's that All the Smoke podcast when they were talking about
the best power forwards.
Not only that, he was talking about when Golden State eliminated him, and he was like, "Yeah, y'all went in there and eliminated Dallas, and y'all were playing with the power forward who was the MVP, and I'm trying to figure out how he got the MVP. He ain't that tough, but I ain't gonna go there." And I was like, Whoa, bro, what you doing right now on camera?
Garnett-
You gonna do this?
Garnett's upset because
Weber too.
He knows.
Weber be hating on Dirk too though.
No, I can vouch for Weber. Weber doesn't hate Dirk.
He be hating on Dirk. He don't. What was that? He got mad at Kenny because Kenny was trying to say Dirk was. I think he was trying to say he was a better player than he was to that effect.
Well, Weber's whole thing is he explained to me. He was basically saying that look, while those dudes are great, let's not act like I wasn't putting no 20, which is factual. His numbers were greater versus he just feels like when you mention all these power forwards for some odd reason, Duncan. While the Sacramento Kings were in the Eastern or Western Conference Finals all those years, they never could beat them, but they were there. While Dirk was getting beat by Chris Webber all those years. He was. They came up short versus Sacramento when they were full power.
Okay, but that was one. It was a one. It didn't go against. They
Toronto,
weren't
not
constantly
Toronto.
going against
Portland used to
the
always
Kings.
limit. Portland used to always eliminate the Mavericks. Like,
I mean, my thing is this: you got to look at the whole career, and I don't understand. My thing is Dirk is better, but again, I'm biased. But I think Dirk is better than now. The interesting debate is Dirk and Tim Duncan, but do we all consider Tim Duncan more a center than anything?
y'all leave another guy out who y'all should stop leaving out too.
Who?
Karl Malone.
Anyway,
Yeah, we gotta stop. Yeah,
You gotta stop leaving Karl Malone out.
Look, man, because at the end, and also look, man, I know people are not too fond of him now because of his TV stuff, but Charles Barkley had a hell of a career.
He did. But I thought he was more of a 3 though.
No, he's powerful.
He's powerful. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought he was more of a 3.
Charles,
it's a great debate for sure. I'm just saying that.
I mean, Dirk is in my top 3. I mean, I don't know where I would. We can argue Duncan and Malone.
I actually got Karl Malone number 1.
Yeah, I don't put Duncan in because I don't think that Duncan is, to me, is a center. And he was a 5 pretty much his entire career.
I think when he won his first championship, though, he was a 4.
Well, yeah, because you had Robinson next to him, but then eventually he got moved most of it.
I think he was the first year they won. Because you're right, Dave Robinson was still there.
Was there, so
yeah, he played 21 years, 20 years, and he was 11 years at center and 9 years at power forward.
That dude there was off the chain too.
Yeah, Tim Duncan's unreal.
Nah, he did. I'm talking about Dave Robinson too.
He's a legendary player.
Hey, he gave the Clippers 71.
So, do you guys think? All right, so let's talk about the Suns game. Okay, so
Hakeem's the center, John Brown. Hakeem is the center, and he is the greatest center to me of all time.
I agree.
To me, I got him over Shaq.
Him and Kareem.
Okay, I was gonna say we gotta give. Kareem
Oh damn, I forgot about Kareem. I'm sorry.
Kareem is, by the way,
both my people.
Well, you know, once my guy passes Kareem here in a couple years, we're gonna be the GOAT.
Anyways, stop with that.
I just want to let you know we're gonna be the GOAT once we pass Kareem.
That's fine.
Because we're gonna get the mailman this season. We're gonna get Karl Malone this season, and then we're going to go. We're gonna get the actual GOAT, Kareem.
Let's get healthy first. And
we don't need. We could pass. We could have passed Karl Malone this year, but we had some stuff going on with our leg and stuff. But don't worry about that. We're gonna be back this year. When we come back this year, we getting Karl Malone. You better believe it, buddy.
Okay,
we getting Karl Malone.
So that game was interesting because it was a blowout, and apparently Chris Paul needed that. That 2 games.
I like Chris Paul. I like Chris Paul's attitude last night. I like what Chris Paul did.
He said, I'm going to finish it. He said, this is it.
Yeah.
By one chance. Very similar to when Dirk was in the Game 6 of the NBA Finals, and everybody, the whole team was like, this is our last shot. We can't give this up. For Chris Paul, again, this is his last shot at redemption for his career. And he went out there and he just tore the fucking ass off the Clippers. He said, I'm taking over. And then he got them pissed, and Patrick Beverley turned into a little bitch.
This guy here. He did apologize. I will give him that. He did apologize.
Future Maverick, Patrick Beverley.
Oh God, I can't deal with that. Me and he doesn't like me because and you know what Hendo had to tell me something. Down there at the AAC, let me know that guys, this is what they don't know. That you had to tell me, and I want him to hear this. Guys don't like when you come up to them and talk to them about Luka. Players don't. They don't like it. So I know everybody thinks, oh, Luka's loved and revered about. That's cool, but don't come up to a player and ask them about Luka. You're not gonna like the response.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I did it to Patrick Beverley.
Get over it.
I know,
I'm sick and tired of these entitled people running this show. This because you and I don't mean anything. You do your job just like everybody else. If I want to ask you,
but I can't come to you. I can't come to you and talk to you about another producer at the ticket that's better than you.
No, I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's great. I'll be like, that's understandable. But that's how the NBA is. We can talk about all day long. LeBron gets asked about Michael Jordan all the time.
Well, we don't talk about it.
I'm just saying. Hey, but
we talking about Space Jam 2 right now. We not even worried about Michael Jordan because we
forgot.
already passed him.
You're on the promotional tour.
Yeah, we already passed
New
him.
legacy.
Yeah, we already got some. We already got stuff going. We got stuff going. Better.
Love that little clip there with you and Granny, the Granny and everything.
Yeah,
That was great.
So, but here's the thing, Mr. Zod. I can't call you that, right?
Sure.
That's very true what you're saying. But at the same time, players don't want to hear that. You know, the only person who really didn't give me any flack back was Kobe White from the Bulls. He was like, man, you know, Luka cold, but that's all. I mean, he's like, no, y'all got a good player, Luka. But that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say no more.
I know, but they do that. But every reporters from that home base will do that. But every other player that they have who's their superstar, what do you think of our guy? You know, everybody kind of wants to do. That's kind of the journalistic game. It's lazy journalism too, also.
Yeah. Hendo had let me know. We probably shouldn't go ask people about Luka.
I won't say it's not a bad thing, man, because like for me, like when Luka before he even played an NBA game, when I did that video with Kevin Durant, I remember asking Katie, because Katie's a basketball guy. Mm-hmm. He sits there and watches basketball all day. Right. So he knows his international stuff very well. And I said, hey, you named Kristaps the unicorn. What do you think about this Luka kid?
He wants y'all to stop calling him the unicorn.
Well, I mean,
he lost his
privileges. Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
but you know what? With a new coach, if he comes out there and averages 20 and 10, I want apologies being told.
Thank you.
I want apologies.
I'm supposed to apologize for somebody who should be doing his job, right?
Well, the thing is this: EA, let me ask you a question, EA, because you're a producer, you're a hell of a producer,
right?
But if you don't have the equipment to work with, how can you be a producer? That's like telling.
I understand that, but then that's my thing to get better, and I understand their criticism is going to be laid upon me. But I do have a job to do, and I need to make sure that I do it as a producer. I can't just sit there and be like, oh well, and then I'm just saying I'm not gonna want the whole apology thing. Kristaps Porzingis got paid a shit ton of money regardless of what the optics are.
What he do right there?
But that's the optics.
He count chips and he beat.
It don't matter.
I told how many times
it doesn't matter. Listen to
how many times have I told you stop doing that?
And totally decide that money doesn't matter and
there's
no salary cap and you don't have to. You can pay whatever the hell you want. Then we can discuss that. But until then, they're called resources on your team. And if my management, we're running a show and we're giving a lot of money to one guy and he's not performing. You gotta call it out on it. I'm sorry. That's the
call
point.
him out. You ain't gotta count his chips. You ain't
gotta
stop pocket watching. I told you, man.
You're a Cowboy fan.
Of course.
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're a Bill Parcells fan too when he was here.
No, I'm the Parcells fan.
I like Bill Parcells.
Bill Parcells had one of the greatest quotes ever. If you're gonna let me get the groceries, let me cook them.
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
So my thing is this: if you're gonna give KP the money, like if you're gonna put him in a situation where he has to perform, you can't have him sitting on the island. Like, look, man, there's a Rick Carlisle dynamic we'll get to probably, but my thing is just on KP. I think it may be a little unfair because the uncertainty of the team. As we see, man, if he comes out this next year and he's back to like 20 and 10, what do we say? And to me, I feel like he's not getting a fair rep. And also, look.
By the way, KP thing, I just saw it. Reports are that the Mavericks and Hornets are discussing a trade for KP.
Yeah, it'd probably be Gordon Hayward. Y'all gonna be mad.
Yeah. You get another broken leg player.
So yeah, if you get Gordon Hayward or
I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah. No, I want them to give him away for nothing. I want them to do exactly what I want them to listen to the fans to do it. So hold on, sir. Hold on. I just want to talk this. I'm glad you said that because I want you to remember this moment.
Okay.
Because when you, like you said, when KP start balling, watch this guy here. I want you to watch the show. Watch this guy. He's setting himself up.
No, I'm telling you, if he starts playing well, I'll give him due credit.
No. You're gonna be back on the bandwagon.
No, we're not gonna be back on the bandwagon. No, we're not gonna. I'm gonna make sure Martin's Porzingis. Shout out to Martin, KP's brother. I'm gonna make sure that he meets EA.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a great.
Come on, yeah, let's go meet him.
You don't want me to meet him. You want Tovash to meet him.
No, he's too much of a hater.
He's Hollywood.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you this. Porzingis to come out here and drop 40, he'll still find some way to hate on him. So no, I don't want him around him.
Because I'm a reform. I used to be a KP guy. Tovash hated him from day one.
Yeah, Tovash is on a different level. I remember KP had 35-15 in the playoffs the year before. Tovash thought it was the worst game of my life.
Let's get back to the Suns. Let's get back to the Suns.
CP3, awesome performance. Gets shoved by the Clippers. So quickly on the Clippers, do you guys think what was up with that game? I mean, I know that they played so well this series, even without Kawhi Leonard. I don't know what happened. What was going on in this game where they really just came out with a dud?
No gas, man. Once you get to look, man, they had enough gas for the Mavericks. They had enough gas for the next team, but you run out of gas eventually, man. And for me, it's just we can't go out to Paul George no more because he had a great series. Paul George was amazing. Man, like Reggie Jackson's about to get paid this summer. Oh God, I'm fearing that.
Y'all want him here on the Mavericks? Let me get.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna have.
We need people here. Come on.
Yeah, you need bodies, but I mean, look, man, Tyronn Lue did a hell of a job.
Oh hell yeah! Please, thank you. Yes, I'm going to give that man credit. Coaching wise, he did an extraordinary job, especially in the last series and in this series. He just turned it on to another level.
He outcoached Rick Carlisle. I'll say that.
For one game. He didn't outcoach him the entire series.
I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of they knew they like. Look, the Mavericks had them 2-0, but I also think his confidence when he kept saying, "We'll see." They got to come to LA.
But Kobe said the same thing, and then nothing happened. What are you supposed to say? Oh, man, we were panicking. No, coach. Anybody's gonna say, "Oh, don't worry." He's gonna say that because he doesn't want his team to. If the coach came out and said, "Oh, yeah, we got to be worried," then the whole team would start to panic. He has to say something.
Let me ask you a question: If Tyronn Lue can coach the Mavericks, do you think the Mavericks?
Oh no, they don't want him here. They don't want him here. They don't want him.
Okay.
Apparently, Walt speaks for us.
Well, no, I know how y'all think. Y'all don't want him here. Remember, you wanted Jamal Mosley, and then I can't remember who else y'all wanted before.
Actually, no, I didn't. I personally didn't want Jamal Mosley.
I didn't say you. I didn't say. I said y'all.
When I say y'all, I don't like the whole.
Yeah. Remember, you speak for them because you talk and act like them too. So
cool. Anyway,
you're the fan base.
But he makes a good point with Ty Lue. But my thing was that was an extraordinary job that the Clippers did because they just didn't keep. They kept coming back, and I was surprised. Even for the Suns in that Suns series, I thought, okay, Suns. I kept saying Suns in 4. I was like, there's no way. And everybody is like, without Kawhi Leonard, there's no way they're going to do that. And for some reason, even that crazy game 2, even though that they could have won that game. I mean, if it wasn't for DeAndre Ayton and Jay Crowder doing that crazy alley oop, they probably would have won. So I give the Clippers a lot of credit, but the Suns, to me, they're on a different level. Everybody's playing on a high level right now, especially Chris Paul, but Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. Their whole team is just really stacked up really well.
Yes, a very good all-around team. And
Amani Williams is a great head coach.
Oh, yeah. Well, I give him his flowers any chance I get because
Coach of the Year should have been.
He should have been Coach of the Year. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Hendo. He was robbed by Tom Thibodeau. I mean, I don't understand how he got it over.
Because he got the Knicks back in the playoffs.
Well, but Monty Williams.
No, I know, I understand that. It's just New York bias.
I'm almost certain Monty Williams had a better record than
No. I know. I'm saying it's New York bias.
It was biased.
It has to be because there's no way you can look at. I would have been okay if they gave it to Quinn Snyder.
The funny thing, the Knicks had been in the playoffs almost 7 years.
So because the Knicks make the playoffs, he get Coach of the Year.
Okay,
Phoenix hadn't been in the playoffs since Lord knows when.
Exactly. And he had them number 2. They came from another number 8 seed in the bubble. They didn't make the playoffs last year in the bubble.
Half the media people who vote for it live in New York. So
it's disgusting. Not to be ashamed of themselves. But yeah, I'm as I said earlier, I'm more excited. I am excited for Chris Paul to get to the finals, but I'm more excited for Monty Williams and Devin Booker. Monty Williams, like I said, I've been saying his praises and booking for him. Ever since he was running the front office of the Spurs, and especially after his wife died in that car accident. I was like, this is the guy right here. He's with OKC.
Yes.
He was with his front office Spurs. Then he did, I think, New Orleans. Mm-hmm. Then he was an assistant coach on OKC and stuff like that. And I just felt it was time for him to get a head coach.
So here's a good comparison. I think why a lot of people don't like the kid or what kid's career has been as a head coach. Look at Jason Kidd. He retires and immediately get pushed into the Brooklyn Nets head coaching job, right? He didn't work for it. He didn't work his way up. You got Monty Williams here who works his butt off through, front offices, going back and forth through different kind of coaching jobs, and then finally gets in Phoenix in the right situation with a lot of, savvy veteran instincts with him that he worked on over years. And so people can respect that more on with Jason Kidd, who comes in there just because who he was on the court. And then same with Steve Nash. Steve Nash just jumped up. Of course, apparently Brooklyn is the job you get if you are a great
Steve Nash didn't jump off the court. He went and was an assistant over in Golden State before he got that job.
Yeah, but to get the way he went about it was really quick. He didn't really learn a lot.
He was there. Damn, Steve Nash there for a minute.
KD, I think since KD.
Yeah, since KD was there.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years. Yeah, I don't think that's enough for him to go get the head coaching job at Brooklyn.
Why not?
To me, I don't know. I want a little more season time, I don't know how is Steve Nash really getting. He got the job because of who he is, his name. He wouldn't get the job because of his coaching ability.
No, because first off, Kevin Durant had a lot to do with him getting the job. Number one. Number 2, he was over there working on their shooting and stuff like that. So he had a lot to do. They'll say he had a piece to do of the success that they had.
Sure,
over
that's fine. And you know what? Steve Nash might get a little bit of thing because of what he did, but Jason Kidd didn't. Jason Kidd got strung right into the head coach.
Okay, it happens. Derek Fisher got strung right into it, and he never came back. But the difference between Derek Fisher and Jason Kidd was Jason Kidd said, "Okay, I'll go be an assistant somewhere so I can learn how to be a head coach." Derek Fisher just disappeared. Yeah, I don't want to do it no more.
But Monty Williams, really, that is probably one of the feel-good stories that the NBA Finals should focus on. Hopefully during the Finals week, we need that.
I need to figure out what happened with this cheap shot yesterday between Pat Bev. I'm trying to figure out why would he do something like that. I mean, I'm not shocked that he did it.
Two things. First of all, we got to get to the first one with
that?
Boogie and CP3.
That's history.
That was okay. First of all, great acting job by CP3. Academy. Brad Pitt should be envious. But did you see what he said? And our good friend Kevin Gray pointed out there on Twitter. And he said, you could read his lips. He shouts to CP3. That's not nobody fucks with your ass.
Well, there's a history.
That's why he hasn't won anything. Why he's chasing team.
It's great. It's a great.
Yeah, it's a history. There's some history on them. There's a good YouTube video about that too, where somebody breaks down their hated history. I remember when Boogie was in Sacramento, and seemingly I covered that game, and Chris Paul was on the Clippers, and he goes up to shake Isaiah Thomas, little Isaiah Thomas hand, and Boogie like snatched Isaiah and said, "You don't shake his hand." And it's just been beef ever since. And there was a play where, of course, Chris Paul flopped, on what Boogie ran the Boogie. But yeah, there's always been a hate relationship there. But to me, I mean, we got to respect our legends, man. This dude's 16 years, man, the point guard of our generation. And I mean, I get it. Boogie wants to have a chip on the shoulder, but Boogie's had some bad luck. He's went to every team that was supposed to be the title favorite, and it's come up short. Whether it was Golden State, they were the heavy favorite that year. Come up short. He gets to the Lakers. He gets cut in the middle of that, and now he's on the Clippers, who were the favorite, and they didn't win. So
you're a little crybaby.
But
then of course Pat Bev.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, and
I'm not shocked by it. I just want to know why, but like you said, my emotions got the best of me.
Well, it's funny because the funny thing is, you have a moment you're watching the replay, and he sees it, and he has he's thinking about it, and then he's like, "Fuck it," and then he does it.
I'm
probably gonna get suspended first games of the season next year for that push.
I'm mad at Frank Kaminsky, man. What was Frank Kaminsky doing?
No, we don't want nobody throwing no hands because then you had to miss the playoffs.
Man, my bench one was gonna have to throw hands for me, man.
I thought Kaminsky been playing though.
He has to play because Cam Johnson and all the guys are hurt. But to me,
so we don't.
12-man on team.
He looked confused too.
Yeah, Tad Prescott said, the dude who's the last dude on the bench should have probably got up and scored.
Yeah. Like to me, like when you had the Mavericks when they won their championship, Brian Cardinal was out there ready to throw hands for anybody. So,
but that's what you need.
But the Cardinals, the janitor was kind of
custodian.
I'm sorry, the custodian. He was very crucial to what we needed. We needed somebody to go out there. We needed the thug that we need to sit out there and do him dirty. He did our dirty work for us.
Yes, he did.
We couldn't have him suspended.
Every team needs like a random dude on there just to fight.
Yeah, that's what Billy keep talking about. We need one of those. Well, let me Hendo. Let me ask you a question since I got you above the rim right here. At SeeHendo right on Twitter. In the studio with us above the rim. Now let me ask you this. LeBron made a comment about, I've been talking with this guy here. He don't understand about these injuries going on in the NBA. Yeah. LeBron feels like, we're starting things up too quick. We need to kind of scale it back right now because, like I said, they haven't had any time to rest. And spare me this whole they get paid millions of dollars. They should be able to listen. In order for them to keep making $1 million, they got to keep their bodies in tune and rest to keep making that $1 million.
Correct.
Me and this guy go back and forth. I don't think they should start the season in October next year. I think this is the time, like they've been trying to do, of starting it after Christmas or on Christmas Day. I think that was a big success this year, and I think they need to continue to go with that.
I agree. I mean, because now you got the Olympics situation. Yeah. These guys got to play in the Olympics. Then you want them to come back again. And to me, like, look, man, some of the players I deal with, they had their discretions about starting the season, even at the point that they did this year. They felt like it was rushed. We saw so many injuries. And, yeah, man, you want these guys to be at full throttle, but we don't give them the things to make them at full throttle, which is another story.
My only counter to it, and this is the thing, I totally agree on the point being is that, these injuries will occur if you keep messing with the season and that. But the problem is the NBA is trying to get back to normal, and you can't, because COVID already kind of pushed it out of whack. You do have to bite the bullet a little bit one time, or you'll never get back to a normal schedule. So there's more into this than just the players' things. Money-wise, the owners do need to get back to an 82-game season. So they need to get back from October to June. That's their season. The only way you get back to it, to get back to a normal schedule, is to bite the bullet this year. So yeah, again, this year might be a little thing, but guess what? By that time, by next year, we're all back to normal.
Okay, but what's the?
So it's just 1 year where we're biting the bullet.
Why do they need to go back to normal when they were already having a discussion about having it on Christmas Day? They tried it this year
but here's the problem: if you start in at, they want those 82 games.
Okay, you can still.
Then you're going to go back. Then you're going to get back to backs. You're going to get all those things that causes the injuries.
No, you can still have your 82 games started on Christmas. All you need to do is figure out your calendar to make it happen.
Yeah, but they're going to have to push the season away.
Okay, that's what they were going to have to do that anyway if they were getting ready to go to a 72 game. I mean, if they were getting ready to go to start on Christmas.
Okay, but the NBA also has to keep in mind with international talent. You know, all these things all have there's a huge scheduling thing. It's not foods with these buildings. There's much bigger thing on the schedule than just the NBA and how these players.
Hey, they pay people to figure that out. Figure it out.
Okay, well, okay, they did.
No, they didn't figure it out.
You're biting the bullet.
They're telling the players, we don't give a damn.
First of all,
get your ass out there and play.
The whole thing, Olympic thing, right? I know a lot of players are all on the floor. It's just it's a perfect storm because the Olympics should have been last year anyway, and they shouldn't even have the Olympics.
Which is another reason why they need to push it back.
No, they shouldn't push anything back. They should bite the bullet, do it again, October or not. Or if another way, I'll give you this. If you want to also bite the bullet, financially, they should, if you want to start the season in like Christmas Day, right? If you wanted to, financially cut half the games in half this season.
It doesn't matter because all you're going to do, you still can play 82 games. You just need to figure out the calendar to make it work.
But Walt, you know, if you keep pushing it back, so let's say you start Christmas, then you're going to push everything back in August, September. And it's going to interfere with, first of all, the NBA can't do that because it's going to interfere while you get involved with NFL and viewing options.
Man, they don't care about
that.
They
do. Are you kidding me? That's called TV.
They were on with
another thing.
They were on with the NFL. They were on with the NFL this year. They did, and they had no problem.
No, there was one time we're in a COVID. It was a pandemic. Everybody was willing to kind of concede. We're getting back to normal now, and they ain't going to do it. These people don't care. They want their money. They have their contracts. The ratings are important.
And that's LeBron's problem. That's LeBron's point.
LeBron's part of the
but I told you, I know what his problem is. When Luka get hurt, we got to change. No, we got to change it. Yeah, you going to come in here. I know you. You're going to be the main one.
No.
If we had to start it later.
If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. I'm not going to blame anything. He gets hurt, he gets hurt. That's not I'm reasonable. I'm not like the other Mavs fans.
Did you say you're reasonable?
Yeah, I don't blame. KP gets hurt randomly.
KP with another slug. But no, I think like some of the players for real though, man. Like when I talked to them, like I remember when they announced the season, they were like, "Oh man, I didn't even have a chance to heal my body up get ready." Now, like think about this, man. If you're Devin Booker, you're about to play in the finals, and then literally a week after the finals, you got to get ready for the Olympics.
And then you come out the Olympics.
I guarantee he's not going to go to the Olympics.
He already said it.
He's on the
said with the moment.
Then that's kind of a weird thing to go from the. I think you shouldn't allow people who just play in the NBA Finals to go straight to the Olympics.
That's not up to you. That's money. Hey, that's money that they're missing out on.
Also, our NBA players should not be playing in the Olympics anymore.
What? What the hell?
I don't know about that because then in that case, because
if you worry about injuries and all that,
but no, you don't. You worried about their money. You worried about the NBA and the NFL money. They getting their money when they going over to the Olympics.
No. The NBA players don't get their extra.
They do get money.
The top players get maybe endorsement deals,
right?
But
they get money. That's their money. They getting their money. They getting their paper.
If we're about injuries, why are you going to the Olympics?
Yeah. Why? If you're
worried about if you're worried about injuries and playing extra basketball, then don't play extra basketball.
Okay, but the Olympics is an obligation to the country that you're in. Are you saying you hate America, EA?
Wow!
Right before the NBA?
Do not do that.
Is that what you're saying?
Do not do that.
But at the same time,
I'm saying you can get. We've done it before.
But you worried about your chips. You want me to get out there and risk myself on the court? Well, I got to worry about my chips too. Because guess what? When I blow my leg out this season, if I blow my leg out this season, guess what? I got that paper.
So let me
coming in.
ask you a question.
What's that?
If they go blow their leg out in an Olympic final or something like that, what's going to happen then?
Well, their money's guaranteed anyway.
Oh, okay. So then who gives a fuck?
So at the end of the day, we guaranteed regardless.
I really don't. We don't only get. Listen, the only people that get, if they're all money is all guaranteed, and the superstars have a problem with this, it don't matter. They're going to get their money later on. This is just to benefit the owners. So
Well,
they
we
can
get our we got to get our hustle on. We got to get our hustle
Too
on.
bad. Doesn't matter. It's going to happen.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you, Mr. Corporate. Listen, speaking of money.
You were corporate America.
Yeah.
Speaking
Speaking of money, we just found out yesterday that today is the day college players can officially get paid. So let's take a break when we come back. Let's talk about college players getting paid. And should Reggie Bush get his trophy back? He has been reaching out. He wants answers. I want answers.
I'm sure he has.
Give my guy his stuff back.
He needs to call another USC running back and help him.
College Sports Talks.
Marcus Allen?
Yeah. Put in the call, man. Somebody help my guy Reggie Bush out.